Christianity has not been weighed in the balances and found wanting. It's been tried, found difficult, and rejected.
Amen. Amen.
It's too tough. There's no part-time service. Leave all and follow me. Drink of the cup. In the darkness and agony of Gethsemane. I've told the story, I'll tell it again briefly. I was going down a street in Oldham, which is 9 miles outside of Manchester. I was in my early 20s, and I pastored the largest church in town. In fact, the largest holiness church in England. Going down the street one day, as I passed this house, the lady opened the door. Hi. I said, hi. She said, you're the pastor at the Tabernacle? I said, yes. I often come to your church. I sit on the back seat. I'm very poor. Fine. I don't like to come. I don't want to come and give anything in the offering. But she said, I want you to do something. What? She said, would you come in my house and drink a cup of tea? Well, usually, of course, I want tea. I said, yes. The only thing is that I went in, you went in like this. Boy, that house, did it smell. I got in there, and, the books, she bought books from a junk shop nearby. I'd seen her in the shop many times. She had them like a wall. When you went in the door, that you could just keep your hands on top of them, go right through to the back room, the dining room, which was dining room and everything else. Oh, you will have a cup of tea. I said, sure, I'll have a cup of tea. She had lovely fingernails. They got passy-patoot around them, you know what? In common language, her fingernails were all in mourning. Clogged up with dirt. The kitchen sink had dishes this height, from here about this height. There was a plate there with some old bacon on, and it got, what do you call that stuff? Mold. Penicillin. You heard the story before. She didn't know she could have sold it. Penicillin, yes, sirree. She got that fuzzy, horrid-looking stuff. Well, you take tea, yes. She reached in the kitchen sink with a stack of cups, and the tea had run on the outside, and she picked it up. Mercy on us. Looked as though it had about 100 bugs at the bottom. Dried, dirty, rotten old tea leaves. In fact, some were moldy. Well, now she said, I'm going to give you a cup of tea. I said, all right. She poured the tea into the cup. It was as black as my shoes. And I don't like black tea. Do you take cream? Yes, I have none. Good. Do you take sugar? Yes, I have none. And with that dirty hand shaking, I saw that black stuff that was supposed to be tea, cold as ice, and I hesitated. I felt like tipping it up. But I knew I was on trial. And she held the cup out. Well, I hesitated. She said, drink it. And as she handed me that cup of dirty tea, my mind went 2,000 miles away from the town I was in to a place called Gethsemane. 2,000 miles away, 2,000 years back. And the Father gave a cup of all the dregs of impurity and wickedness in it. And He didn't give it to Gabriel. He didn't give it to Michael the archangel. He gave it to His Son. This is what He's come to do. He's come to consume iniquity. Yes. And He's going to do it in the Garden of Gethsemane by Himself when everybody's betrayed Him and his nerves are down and he can hear the enemy coming. And he's thinking of all the years. He's demonstrated His power as the Son of God. He's walked on the water. He's raised the dead. He's cleansed the leper. He's put insane people. And they didn't believe on Him. So what's the difference today? Do we believe on Him? Remember, there wasn't one of the 12 disciples ever had a Bible. Not even the Apostle Paul had one. You know, you don't boast too much about your Bible knowledge. It's going to face us at the judgment seat.
Yes.
I wonder sometimes, I don't have a big library, I have a few nice books.